Good morning, truth bombers. All right, ladies. So we are in business. We are here to make money, increase the money. And then the question goes, what are we doing with that money once we're making it? How do we keep growing it? How do we keep expanding it? So let's step back way further than that. So inside of this, if you're struggling with lead generation, if you're struggling with, keeping a consistent income coming into your business, you're not alone. I often see this all the time, and a lot of it stems from first being very clear on your offer. What is your offer? I've heard everything out on the internet. I'm actually in discussions with quite a few different people on different ways, but everything from micro offers, you need to have freebies, you need to have a podcast, you need to be here, you need to be here, you need to be here. Holy crap, it's overwhelming. Whew, I just want you to take a step back and breathe. All right, because here's the truth. The simple thing is that business does run on clarity. The clearer you are about the next steps in your business, the clearer you are on what result, what problem you solve for somebody is really the driving force. And this applies to any industry. I don't care if you're a brick and mortar selling clothes, or you're a coach. You've got to get really specific on what it is you want to be known for. Let me repeat that again. It's about what do you want to be known for, right? What is it that when people think about you or think about your company or think about your business, they have a feeling, an experience of? There is this sense of, they come first to mind when I talk about who I'm dealing with, right? And ultimately, it comes down to the people that are running it, you yourself as the owner, your team that's working with you. It all interacts, right? It's all woven together into the fabric. So my question for you is, are you super clear on what your product is and who needs it, right? And you can't say everybody. That is like throwing spaghetti against the wall and expecting something to stick. That is like truly trying to build a plane in the air, but having no idea what parts you're going to need, right? The first thing you really want to get super clear on is who is your target audience. Who is the one person in your mind that if you thought of them that you would love to help over and over and over again? Because here's what I do know. The vibration you put out of knowing exactly who you're talking to is going to resonate. It's going to attract people back to you. So you've got to understand, ladies, you are a force of nature. And being that force of nature, if you start spreading yourself too thin, like some of you ladies have, what happens? You feel exhausted. You feel burnt out. You feel like, you're trying to juggle too many plates all up in the air and you're like, this isn't working for me, right? So clarity is key. And trust me, I struggle with this too. By no means am I perfect in any way, shape, or form around having clarity in my business. It took 2 years of going back and forth, testing different things. There's learning like what it is you can provide and do. And then there's the marketing side of this is like, how do you match this to your audience? What do they need to hear? So clarity is really first and foremost, who are you in your business? First and foremost, who are you in your business? Are you the employee? Are you the manager, micromanager of your team? Are you the owner of your business, meaning that you can step away and your team's got your back? Are you an entrepreneur, somebody that's got multiple teams, multiple businesses, and that you're just there touching base with your team, supporting your inner circle that's helping run all these businesses? The mindset shifts. The energy shifts depending on who you are right now in your business. If you're the employee of your business, which means you're trading your time for dollars, then that's where you have to look at, okay, what's my next step? How do I get to manager? I'm telling you, it's a process, right? How do I get to managing people? And managing people is where you start hiring people to help support you, but you're not hiring willy-nilly. You're not hiring in a panic. You're not hiring just because, and don't not hire because you're afraid you don't know how to pay them, right? when you bring in the right employees, when you bring in the right team members, they should be able to take things off your plate so that you can go do what you need to do to help bring in the income. Or they should be bringing in the income. If they're your marketing team, they should have, lead generation down pat. They should have technology down pat. They should be like, you need to look at who you're bringing into your inner circle, because they should feed you, not drain you. Okay. If your team, or if you're so afraid to let go, I'm telling you right now, that's one of the biggest things I see amongst a lot of us women, is like, you've got to find the team that loves you, trusts you, and will go to the bat for you. That frees you up, but you cannot be just the employee in your business. And most of you are a business owner, but you're the employee. You're not even paying yourself as the owner of your business. You'll pay everybody else, right? You'll take care of everybody else, but you're not paying yourself what that looks like, what that is valued against the market. And so when I'm having straight talk with you, because the reality is your business is more than just you, right? Your business has an impact. If you're there to serve, if you're there to help other people, it cannot be just you as a single solo ship. Your greatest strength lies in your connections, and you're willing to trust people to do what you don't want to do. Okay. Yes, you might still have to create the videos for your membership site, but you don't necessarily need to be building the membership site. Yes, you need to send emails out, but you don't need to be writing every email. You can get assistance. You can pay people for that one. You have to know where your zone of genius is. If your zone of genius is making the sale, then get the support team that's running behind it. But it's not a hands-off approach completely, but it's not a micromanagement approach either. Every company I've worked with and I worked under, and even my own, it's about delegation. It's about trusting the team to do what they said they're going to do, and then holding them to that standard. That's part of your journey. If you are literally the employee of your business, if you're running around doing all the legwork, having to, get your check in the mail, that is not a business owner. It is not. That is an employee. And that's where the shift comes in. That's where Rewire comes in, because this is the conversation around, okay, what needs to shift? What needs to change? How do you evolve from the employee in your business to the manager of your business, to getting that in place, to being the owner of your business, to then looking at how do I take the money that I'm making in my business and start buying other businesses, right? Wealth building strategies, tax strategies, so that you are diversifying your business beyond just you. But to do that, you're going to have to grow. You're going to have to let go of a lot of limiting beliefs. And even I have to do this all the time. I have to look at where I've been and where I'm going, because there's a piece of me always that wants to fall back. It's like, I'm not comfortable there yet. I'm not ready for that. But in my heart, I know I'm ready for that next step. And so I have to have faith. I have to believe that no matter what, I'm going to make mistakes, but the hand of God is at my side. And that what I'm going to do next is the betterment of my company. It's the betterment for me. It's the betterment for my team. So this is where evolving the business comes in. And at the same time, I honor my sacred energy as a female. I understand now for the first time ever how my energy flows. What are my high-level tasks? What are my low-level tasks? Where do I need to delegate with my business? Where do I need to have better communication? When am I scheduling my one-on-ones with my team so that I'm in more of my effective communication mode? And ladies, we have that. We have those time periods during the month when our communication is spot on, when our empathy opens up, when we're really able to hear and communicate what our desires are. We get vulnerable, right? And that's the piece that's often missing. So when we look at how we're building our business, what we work with women is specifically, for those who haven't gone through Rewire, is that it's about taking you through the journey of understanding how your energy moves as women in relationship to the business you're building, in the season of business that you're in, and then what does it look like to get to the next level? Where am I going to have to push you? Where am I going to have to love you? And where do you need to expand in this journey, right? I'm building one of the largest Rolodexes I've ever created before. I am networking like crazy. This is why we had the business summit. This is why we're hosting the money summit, because I'm finding the women that are transforming the way we do business. And I'm giving you ways to say, hey, I need to improve my sales. Let's go talk to Sherry Tree. Let's talk about the bank process. Hey, I need to improve my track strategy. Let's go to Carlotta. Let's talk to her about what's next step if you're making the money. Hey, I've got questions around health insurance. Guess what? I've got a person now that can help you get insured, even as a business owner, right? Cheaper than what you see out there on the market. You have questions around like, how do I get payroll done? Everything else. Hey, guess what? I've got a person for you. You want to know how to build out a membership site? Hey, guess what? Krista on my team can totally do that for you, right? You want to know how to set up your SOPs and simplify your whole business? Hillary's the girl, right? My team is here to serve you. And each one has a genius inside of there. You want to know how to get your cash flow in order? You want to know how to make sure that you are taking profits? Go talk to Heidi, right? Every member of my team is set up strategically to bring the best of them forward. And in doing that, they get to serve you at a whole nother level. That's the power of having a team around you. I don't have to be all of that. I can focus in on just serving you and working with you through what does growth look like for you? What is it that looks like for you in terms of how you're interacting with your family, how you're taking care of your health? What are the things that you need to be supported around? And then where can I bring in my team to technologically, mentally, emotionally, financially help you get your business where it needs to be so that you can move from the employee into the manager, into the owner, into the entrepreneur, and really free up your time, but have that financial stability below you. If any of this resonated with you, if you're like, holy schmackerels, then I invite you to apply for the CreatHER Business Rewire. Come through and learn for yourself what it is to have a team support you. Not just me. I'm not just the only person in here, but you're going to have a team support you. We're going to talk about all the different areas of your business. What does that look like? And this is your opportunity. This is your time. I want you to be at your greatest. And there's a shift. There's an evolution coming for us women in business. And man, oh man, you are right in the right place, right time, right community here to take advantage of it. So if you have questions, comment down below. If you want to learn more, comment down below. Let's set up a time to chat, 15, 30 minutes, whatever works best for you. And let's find out if this is a good fit, because I'm serious about helping women stay in business, create legacy, financial legacy, and connect you to people that can help you grow and scale your money. End of day. I'm tired of watching women over the years that have made 6 and 7 figures only to disappear and go dark. I've seen them. I see you out there. It's time to have a different conversation. It's time to build businesses differently, one that aligns with us being women. All right. So I love you. I can't wait to hear from you. I'm excited. This is a small group of women that I'm working with because I am putting a lot of energy and attention onto your business and on who you are and what you're creating in the world. So if that is something that you're like, holy crap, I'd love to have that in my life. I'd love to have a team that Katrina has built to support me and love on me and really push me to the next level, then let's chat. All right. So with that, I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Look forward to talking to you soon, and see ya.